Welcome back to Ultimate Skyrim, my friends. It is Season 1, Episode 43. And last we left off, we managed to take down Vigilant Tyrannus here as part of a... Well, I don't want to say what quest yet. I know, some of you might not. I'm guessing that most of you do, given the viewer base of this series. But just in case you don't, I'm not going to spoil it. Anyway, we took down Vigilant Tyrannus, which was very surprising to me, to say the least. To be honest, I came into this place... Ooh, 2 Amulets of Stendarr, huh? Increases the amount of blockable damage by 10%. It might be worth holding on to at least one of those. Silver bolts, I might be able to melt those down. Steel shock, those are at least worth a lot. I go ahead and pick those up. A gold sapphire ring. And we have this plate armor, which I'm surprised that it's not better than what we have now. At least these. Well, this is probably gonna over encumber me like crazy. Oh no, we're okay. Oh, Journal of Tyrannus. Tyrannus' greatsword. So this is not what we came here for. Tyrannus' greatsword, especially effective against werewolves and the undead. Is it really just a... It's got some sort of enchant on it. I can't tell exactly what, though. The hands of Vigilant stand out. This weapon can wreak havoc against Daedra and other abominations. Sure, maybe we'll take that anyway. I'll take this just to sell it. Anyway, I came into this fight... This is kind of like a secret, but I figured I'd tell you guys, because maybe it's interesting to you. When I decided to do this fight, in this quest specifically, to be honest, I thought we were going to die. I thought it would make for an exciting engagement, something, you know, really interesting to watch, and I thought it might make for a suitable potential end for Hjolfrid, because, you know, as the manual gets closer and closer to completing, and as I get closer to releasing the beta version of Ultimate Skyrim for all of you guys to play, that means Season 1 is drawing to a close. It's getting closer and closer. So I wanted to see if maybe we could get another character underneath our belt, or just kind of, you know, get a nice change of pace, or just have something interesting, exciting happen. And I knew that this fight would lead to that one way or another. But as seems to be the case with Hjolfrid, and I do not understand it. She has the most luck of any character I have ever played. Hey, Jazargo. And she made it through. Again, we got lucky, and please keep in mind, I appreciate the compliments of all of you guys saying how well I've played, but we won that fight because of luck. We won it because he decided to pull out his crossbow at a really inopportune moment. I used to use Vigilant Tyrannus as a benchmark during playtesting, like a balanced benchmark, because he's a very powerful foe. So I would test out different characters against him to see how they'd fare and make sure that the balance was all on point and everything.
Yes, further into the bowels.
Yes, sir. So I've died to him many, many times with characters much tougher than Hjolfrid, so I'm very surprised that we came out of this unscathed. Let's go ahead and take a look at his journal. Let's see. Last seed. I had the dream again, the one where I was a boy and a thief, the one with the golden sword, the one where I reached out my hand and held the hilt and wished that I had not. Again, that same feeling of being trapped and not by the guards. I saw the Emperor's face, a kindly face, smiling at the little thief in his tent. But when he spoke, it was with the other voice. How shall I know you? I woke, shaking and terrified. The voice, the sword. Will I ever be rid of it? I am still full of so many regrets. It has taken me so long to come to Stendarr's side, through so many other gods, and none of them true. I dreamt last night of the years in which I traveled, wild and mad. I dreamt of Froki in his shack, nursing me back to some semblance of sanity. Wait, Froki's shack? I know where that is, I think. When I prayed to Stendarr this morning, I looked up at the blue sky without truly meaning to do so. Only belatedly did I realize that it was Froki's kind in my heart. Froki, oh, that's what it is. Froki's like a priest. The contemplation of the sky was under his tuition. Should have brought me peace, but I fear it has only strengthened the power within me. Sometimes I feel as if I could shout to that sky and the whole world would answer. This power is a terrible thing, and not a thing of Stendarr. I pray. I maintain the vigil. I will be strong. Yada yada yada. Last night I dreamt I was in Cyrodiil again, all those years I spent with the Legion, fighting under Ulfric's command. Man, this guy's been all over the place. The sight of Titus Mead, too, standing tall in the front lines, and that golden sword flashing in the sunlight. It made my teeth ache. The voice in the sword. It woke something old in me. And let's just start using an accent halfway through the book. Something powerful and ancient and terrible. I keep my teeth clenched. I will not give in. I dreamt of that moment when I made my first kill. I was a mere stripling, with Ulfric's Stormcloak on one side and old Agnius on the other, and the Altmer before us had no chance. My blade sank through his golden armor and grated on bone, and again the voice sounded, as it had when I touched the sword. How shall I measure the worth of your existence? I woke, as I always do when I hear that voice, and I cried out, and it was not my voice that called, nor the voice of my dreams, but something else. It was as if the whole world was singing, and my voice the echo of that song. I clapped my hands across my mouth and began to pray, but Stendarr does not answer, and I am not surprised. I am not worthy. I will never be worthy, no matter how much they gild my armor and my name. Oh my god, how long is this book? Jesus. Oh, it just keeps going. Okay, well, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Go ahead, I'm gonna scroll through here. You know what? Fuck it. I've spent so much time reading it so far. We're going for it. Hopefully you guys like book reading. Still, the dreams, Stendarr and the vigil that I keep are the only thing that make them bearable. But always I can feel that voice whispering in my head. My studies with Keeper Carset have put a name to the blade. Goldbrand. It is a thing of dark power, of dragons and Daedra, and I wish with all my heart that I had never even laid eyes on it, let alone attempted to take it as my own. I'm guessing that's yes. This is the punishment for all the theft I did as a child, and for following false gods for so many years. Stendarr, grant me mercy. I have none for myself. I have found myself drawn back to Markarth, where I first heard Ulfric shout, and I understood what it was that I had locked behind my teeth. The atrocities I saw, the whispering in my head, the madness that overtook me. Fleeing my own deeds as much as those of the Stormcloaks, that was confusing for me. Years of wandering until Froki found me. I will not do it. I cannot give in. I dream of battle, and with each blow the voice whispers to me. How shall I know you apart from such as were they? What? Of whom there is no trace! And I know, even now, that I carry out that prince's will in spite of myself. It is not Stendarr who has drawn me here, I know that. I do not know why. I have found the house that draws me. In my dreams I enter. There is a Daedra inside, some enemy of the voice that calls to my head and bids me kill. The voice that bids me prove my existence with the death and destruction of others. The Vigil call me Tyrannus, the Terrible, and have granted me accolade for my prowess in battle, but they do not know from where it comes. They do not know of the voice. There is an altar in the house that the voice in my head wills me to destroy. Perhaps, if I do what it asks, it will finally let me be, but I am afraid. I cannot enter alone. I know what I will become if I let the voice in my head unleash the voice that is my own. I could tear the city apart, and none would be able to stand against me, as they could not stand against Ulfric's Stormcloak. That kind of power does not belong in any mortal throat. Goldbrand, artifact of Daedra and dragons and heresy, rather. I wish I had never seen it and never touched it. I will wait. Someone will come. Someone who is able to aid me, and able to stop me at the end. Wow. How's that for some fucking world building? I told you, Tyrannus is a total badass. Maybe it's only appropriate that the other Dragonborn, or that a Dragonborn was able to take him down, someone who also had the power of the shout. There's a couple things in there that I'm a little confused on. That's okay. So maybe, you guys can tell me this, because I came here not fully knowing that I would get rewarded with a weapon, with Banished Daedra, and I thought it might be his greatsword, but apparently it's not. Maybe I'll find out by the end of the episode, and that'll spare you guys having to walk me through stuff. Let's see. What else do we have here? We haven't done much searching around. Large sack, empty water skin. I'm gonna give this to Jazargo, just so he'll have another one, so he doesn't have to constantly refill it and ask me for cash. I feel like I have a small child asking me for an allowance. I guess it would be miscellaneous. Here you go, my friend. Let's go ahead and check out this fat loot that we got. So really, the Hedge Knight gauntlets are better than what I have here. That can't be. It's definitely not. What the? This is fucking... Oh, wait. Legendary plate armor. It is. Oh my god. Wow. Well, I mean, I don't know. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these... I can wear this helmet now. We're going to want to assign that to our other equip set right here. Where is it at? Am I crazy? Legendary plate helmet. Here we go. I'm going to group that here. Right, so now, if I go ahead and hit my equip set button, yep, here's my helmet. Although we have a problem here, as some of you might have noticed beforehand, where the eye slits look a little bit strange. I think I can fix that, but it's something I'm going to have to patch later. Anyway, the rest of that stuff is going in the inventory of Cinnamon. That was a very roundabout way of saying that. Let's put the greatsword there. Well, now I'm kind of pissed that oh, are we really that full on stuff here? Silver greatsword. Yeah, that's just like a silver greatsword. It's like a regular old greatsword. Although it does seem to have some other enchantment on it. So maybe it is. Maybe it does banish the Daedra, and it just doesn't say so in the tooltip for some reason. Whatevs. Who knows? Anyway. Now I suppose we'll sell off that, ooh. Hello. We'll sell off that other sword that we spent our cash on, which is kind of frustrating, but, I mean, hey, it's just kind of how it goes sometimes. I'm getting a little thirsty, getting a little tired. What time is it right now? Oh, I wasn't thirsty. I'm hungry. Oh, well.
So close. Your prize is waiting.
Oh, yeah? Well, then. Why don't we go ahead and pull out our Warhammer just to be safe here? Yeah, thanks, Jazargo, for the backup. I appreciate it, my steadfast Khajiit friend. Ooh. Look at this thing. What is this that we found, Jazargo? What am I doing here? Oh, I remember. I know how this works. Take the rusty mace. What is happening? Why can I not take this? I'm not supposed to be doing that animation event, I don't think. What the hell? This seems to me to be some sort of error of I think I know what's going on here. You know, give me a second, because this is not how this is supposed to be. Oh my god!
Did you think Molag Bal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you?
Oh, I think I came up and now there's spikes all around me, trapping me in here. Alright, we're good.
Cage.
Yep.
Speak.
Oh. It's an altar, a mace, it's rusted. I see only the spikes of this trap. What do you guys think? A mace.
Rusted.
Pragmatic as always, Hilfred.
There was a time when this mace dripped with the blood of the feeble and the worthless. But a Daedric lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrated, left it here to decay, until you came.
Ah.
Revenge? No. I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul.
Wow.
He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing. Captured and bound, left to rot. Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
Oh yeah? How about this? We'll see how it goes. So I can't take the rusty mace yet, I don't think. But we can do that quest, right? We'll see what happens. Why not? It's something to do. House of Horrors, find the priest of Boethia. I have met Molag Bal, the Lord of Domination. He's a real bad guy. If you guys don't know Molag Bal, he's arguably the most straight up evil. Let's see, where am I supposed to go for this? Let's zoom it out. Oh, did my icons change color? Huh. Did I do something there? I must have. Interesting. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Where is our boy here? Find the stolen books. That's Felglow Keep. There's Tolfdir. Where is there going to be a quest marker for this? Report back to Jarl Balgruf. I still need to do that. And get Lydia. Oh. What is that? Oh, is that me? I don't know. Very strange. What are you gonna do, right? Yes, onward. That's weird. Is it gonna give me a quest marker when I leave here, maybe? Alright, let's go do it. Is it gonna say, like, find the priest of Boethia? I have it marked. If it's not gonna tell me... Is this... Okay. This is something I've tried to remedy with the excellent mod, even better quest objectives. But one of my biggest problems with Skyrim and Oblivion as compared to Morrowind is quest markers. And how, you know, it's like, you'll get quests like this, where it's like, find the priest of Boethia. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, I have to rely on, like, a quest marker to just somehow, I automatically, like, know where that is. Which I think is kind of lame, you know, because it's like, what, suddenly I just immediately know exactly where to go. And it's in Morrowind, if you guys haven't played it. The way that stuff, there was no, like, quest markers or anything like that. So you had to rely on, like, your journal. So, like, you would get, like, for instance, you would talk to someone and they would ask you to do something. And they would give you actual directions. They would say, like, you know, go down the road south, and then when you see this landmark, go ahead and registered one new menu. What would that be? Oh, it's Dindulad. I accidentally had that off in the last video. But, yeah, and so it was, like, really cool because you felt like you were navigating the world, and it's something I've tried to replicate with all the stuff I talked about, you know, like drawing you closer to the areas that you're exploring, forcing you to kind of look at the world and, like, pay attention to where you are in it. But Morrowind was really effective at that. And the cool thing was that sometimes, I don't know if this was by design or just kind of like an oversight, but I felt like it added to the world anyway. In Morrowind, you could, the instructions could be wrong. Someone could give you, like, incorrect directions to a place, and you would totally get lost, which it could be kind of frustrating, and it was in some instances. But it was also kind of cool, because, like, that can happen in real life. You know, like, people can give you incorrect directions and send you in the wrong direction. And suddenly you're on, like, a whole different other adventure, you know? What is going on here? There it goes. I was like, my shit is hanging hardcore. Alright. Ooh. How's that for a view? Got a guard moving up there. So, what I'm thinking... Well, okay, hold on a second. I gotta see, where is this fucking quest marker? There's... Oh, here we go. At least, yeah, okay, that's it. Find the priest of Boethia. Alright, well, that's, like, not too far away. It's up towards Dragonbridge. So we can probably do that in the morning. Right now, we're gonna need to find a place to stay the night. We can go and... J'zargo laments over the lack of gold, etc. I know, J'zargo, I'm sorry. It's okay. I'll just give you some food. How does that sound? I know that's what you're gonna buy anyway, right? Do I really have that much food to give away? I don't really. We should cook this stuff. Maybe we can do that? Let's go do that inside the inn. I don't think I have much in the way of, like, kindling and stuff. Otherwise I would set up a camp. Nothing on me. What about Cinnamon? Open inventory. She has... Got my tent and nothing really. I need to chop down some firewood. Oh, Margaret. So sad. Anyway, I think we're going to have to stay the night in the inn, which means I definitely am not going to be able to give J'zargo his allowance. This is something I actually really enjoy, is the needs option for I need for followers. And, you know...
Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Thank you. I will do that. I really wish it would stop chirping in my ear about him needing gold, but I really like the idea that they need stuff as well. Like, they need to drink and they need to eat and they need to rest. Because it adds, like, a fine. Oh my god, you are so insistent. It gives, like, I don't even really have that much gold to give you, my friend. We're pretty poor right now. But anyway, it adds, as we talked about in one of the other episodes, in theory, you could have as many followers as you wanted, and that will make the game easier in some ways, harder in others, but mostly easier. And I think that having the follower needs adds...
I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
Sure. I would like a place to stay. You have rooms available. Just tonight. Sure, let's do it.
I'll show you
240 gold.
This way.
Wonderful. God damn it, dude. Ugh. This is a particularly expensive inn because it is Markarth and everything is expensive as shit here.
If there's anything else you need.
And what a wonderful bed to sleep on. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me a second. I forgot to start my timer as usual. Anyway, what was I saying? I really enjoy the idea of balancing additional followers somehow. And I think that the needs are a good way of doing that, because if you're running around with, 4 followers, it makes it your upkeep costs are significantly more. If you want to keep them fed and you want to keep them hydrated, I guess is the drink equivalent, then you have to spend some gold, which I think is kind of cool. That's why also followers, you'll notice in my game, are a little bit cheaper. Like your average followers, like for instance the mercenaries, instead of being like 5,000 gold, there's something like 1,200, because they have an upkeep cost. So that's kind of intended to balance that. Let's see, we can cook, right? Is there a cooking pot that's functional? No. Maybe a kitchen somewhere. Let's go ahead and take a look here. These look like just rooms. Yeah, no, I heard you the first time, Jazargo. I'm sorry, but hopefully it won't be a problem once I cook up some meats. Back here, this looks like a kitchen. I can see a cooking pot. A kitchen! Cooking pot. Let's see. How much gold do you need, man? Horker loaf. Yes, please. Make a bunch of these. There it goes. Now, hopefully, he won't need any more gold for supplies. There you go. That's not your food, man. You can't just eat that. Although, hey, if you can get away with it, I won't stop you. Let's do Horker loaf, and then you can also have a rabbit haunch. How about that? You all good now? Everything good in Jazargo world? Some mildly stale Horker stoof. Looks like I'm still hungry. Are you still complaining to me about... Let's see.
Koznak?
There it is.
A porter with Arnleif and Sons deserves nothing but the finest here.
Ooh.
All your drinks are watered down, Klepper. You aren't for...
Yikes, take it easy. Alright, well,
And
onward.
you know Lisbeth-
Let's go do it. Let's go do our fucking quest of Boethia. This is also... Do we have anything to sell? Do we have any, like, loot? I can't really remember. It might be worth selling off that armor, to be honest, because it's just going to weigh up our inventory. I know it will.
Gods.
Oh,
Attacked right on the streets. You alright? Did you see what happened?
talking about the murder from last night?
Force me? Strange. Well, I hope the 8 give you more peace in the future for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note.
Oh, did I? Yeah, it must be important. This guy, he must have been waiting outside. So here's how we justify that roleplay. He heard that we were a witness. When people roll into town and they're outsiders, it tends to cause, yikes, I can't speak today, a bit of a fervor. People are like...
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there.
No, it was
You're
an
here to
actual
pay?
murder.
Step up to the counter.
Alright, well, I could say the same for you. There we go.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years.
Yeah. Pretty crazy, right?
Look,
Alright, let's see. See what we can sell off here, because we are going to want to sell some stuff. Vigilance crossbow, we definitely don't need. Gold sapphire ring, we definitely don't need. I think I'm going to get rid of this stuff, because it's not as good as what we have now. No point, right? I go boom, boom, and there. And we need all of these things, that's for true. And we can sell off 1 amulet of Stendar. Really both. I mean, I'm probably not going to wear that over anything that I have now. I think that's all good there. Scrolls, we want to keep those. Everything, and we don't have any like gems or anything to sell. Alright, well that's good enough. I got our carry weight back down.
come back
What was
when
I
you
saying?
need something.
Oh yeah, so Etrace, or however you pronounce his name, he's instigating the kind of the Forsworn conspiracy quest. So we'll read his note right now just for funsies. But I like to imagine that this, attack, this murder went down overnight, and then rumors kind of spread. Someone mentions that, the newcomer in town was a witness to it. So this guy, Etrace, or whatever his name is, Eltris, because he wanted to get this note to us. Meet me at the Shrine of Talos at midnight. So he hung out around outside of the inn so he could catch me when I came out to give me that note. That's how I justify it in my own little headcanon, so to speak. And now I say we ride north to talk to our priest of Boethia and maybe let him know, here's what my plan is. There's no way in hell I'm going to sacrifice this guy to Molag Bal. I don't fucking think so. If you guys don't know, Molag Bal is probably the... there we go, Dindulad, successfully initialized. Molag Bal is the most, like, straight up evil of really any of the deities. The distinction between the Aedra, which are the divines, and the Daedra, which are, you know, like the Daedric princes, really the distinctions are kind of man-made in the sense that they're not that different from each other, like, inherently. It has a lot to do with what each of them chose to do during the, like, Lorcan event, which I won't bother to get into. But needless to say, oh, I still have my lantern on. That's a mistake. Where is fucking Cinnamon? Hey. Cinnamon's waiting for me. Cinnamon is... I don't know where the hell she is. My horse... I should be able to summon her, right? Where is she? Am I going crazy here? Oh, look at this nice farm. But anyway, there she is. Hey, Cinnamon, how you doing? Molag Bal, this is what I started to say, is arguably or almost inarguably the most evil of any of the divines or Daedric princes or any other worldly force that we know of. Molag Bal is just, like, straight up, like, a dastardly evil fucking guy. I think a lot of people think that Mehrunes Dagon is supposed to be like the kind of evil Daedra antagonist of the Elder Scrolls series. He's the person who is the primary antagonist in a sense of Oblivion, but he's not really. I think we've spoken about this before in the series. It sounds vaguely familiar to me. But Mehrunes Dagon is just the... he's like the god of change and of, like, chaos. So he's not, like, inherently evil necessarily. Oh, Forsworn! Oh boy, don't get that fucking chicken. That's my chicken. Boom, baby. Yeah, I know I gotta recharge it. He's dead. Forsworn attack! Boom! I think I got him, or at least I knocked him over. Kolskager mine, huh? Alright, Jazargo, you got it. Boom. Oh, I think I might have... Oh no, I got him. Oh, these Warhammers are just the shit. Did you kill the other one, Jazargo? Where'd he go? What happened? I know I struck that one with my hammer. I don't see anyone. It makes me kind of nervous, though. The Forsworn are always attacking right there. It's kind of a pain in my ass. Because also the Forsworn are, like, fucking gnarly now. Minor Arcana, for all you Requiem fans, Minor Arcana is, like, integrated with Ultimate Skyrim, like, in the core files. Forsworn armor of extreme destruction. Rad. I don't really need any of this stuff. Still cool, though. Oh, we need firewood. Yeah. Here. Let's go ahead and put that on Cinnamon. That's what I meant to do earlier, because we don't have any. We don't have an axe to get any more, either. There. What was I saying? Yeah, Mehrunes Dagon, really not that bad. I guess, relatively speaking. Compared to some... Oh, no. We got all three of them. Compared to some of the other Daedric princes. And some of the Daedric princes are, like, not even really evil at all. Like Azura, for instance, or Boethia is often called good because she has, like, this really gnarly vendetta against, against the undead. So that's, like, a pretty good thing, I guess, morally speaking. All right, we gotta ride north. My timer's going right now, but I don't know how accurate it is, so I'm just gonna throw a couple extra minutes on the end of this episode to make sure I'm over our 30-minute target limit. How's that sound? You guys like that? Maybe we're already over it right now. I don't know. Figure we'll just have a nice ride together. Ride to the north. I really like this area of the world as well. The Reach is very pretty. It can be a little cold because of the winds, but it's unique. This is something that I think is kind of cool with Skyrim, and you'll hear Maik the Liar talk about this if you find him. He has, like, a blurb about it. But canonically, originally, it is my understanding that Skyrim is described in, like, Daggerfall and some of the earlier games as much, much more covered in snow than it is in the actual game that we've gotten here. As far as I know, once again, this is just my understanding. I don't think it's necessarily 100% true, but I think it's true. That the developers kind of forewent that canon and kind of retconned it a little bit because they thought it would be boring if the whole province was... Oh, that's a spider. Oh no, it's a fucking hag raven. That's way worse. Way worse. Yeah, keep taunting me. Oh, there you go. Again. Jesus, that scared the hell out of me. Oh my god. Ooh, see that hawk shadow. overhead. Well, we're gonna take some of her feathers. Where's Jazar go? You get off on foot? Look, I think that's some vigilance up ahead. Ooh. But yeah, so the developers decided that, you know, having that... Ooh, damn, she looks like she got fucked up. Look at that neck broken spine, like, pose. Sure, I'll take those feathers. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Why'd you get off your horse? That was probably inopportune. But yeah, so they wanted the whole region to have a little bit more geographic variance. So they kind of made it a little bit less snowy. And, you know, canon really doesn't matter. I kind of appreciate that, because I think the game would have been a lot more boring if the whole world was just super snowy. And as of now, we have this really interesting, really varied landscape, where, you know, there's all different kinds of stuff in Skyrim. You know, the Reach is, like, rocky and, like, windy, but also kind of green. You have down here in Falkreath, there's like these amazing forests. The Rift is its own like amazing aspen forest. You got a ton of snow all up through here, and Solitude kind of has its own deal going on. You got the plains of Whiterun. I really enjoy that quite a bit. I appreciate the geographic variance. And I think by this point, I do have to cut the episode off because I have a lot to do today. But, you know, I'm going to record the second one right after this. So I'll pretty much be picking up where we left off. Hopefully we made our 30-minute target, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Honestly and truly, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.